Good morning. Good morning. Maybe we could get a little bit higher volume. Good morning. Good morning, 8th grade, 7B. I have the signal that we are ready to get started, so I'm going to ask you all to end your conversations and look forward. Wow, that was excellent. You are living up to your very positive reputation. I have heard wonderful things about the 8th grade and 7th grade. So I'm very excited that this is the first assembly of this school year that we have this audience in front of us. I know that now as 8th graders and 7th graders, you know what's expected at our Outstanding Scholar Assemblies, that you're expected to be a respectful audience, and I see that already. So we're off to a very strong start. So first, I just want to say welcome to our first Outstanding Scholar Assembly of the school year. I am very, very excited. And I want to just recognize the people who work so hard behind the scenes to make this happen. I do see we're having a little bit of issues with sound. So I want to give them a chance to make sure our sound is working properly. I will say our thank yous as we work that out. So thank you to all the teachers who take time to make our Outstanding Scholar selections and to write the blurbs for our Outstanding Scholars. Thank you to Ms. Kostick, Ms. Supple, Ms. Vieira, who work hard behind the scenes to make sure all those blurbs are edited, ready, certificates are printed, pins are ordered for our Outstanding Scholars. A big thank you to Mr. Racinos and the media team, who you can tell are working really hard right now. They live stream the event and make sure we have sound and lights. Can we give a big round of applause to Mr. Racinos and our media team? And I did mention them, but one of the responsibilities for Ms. Kostick for middle school and Ms. Greco for high school is to make sure we have the color guard. We do start these assemblies. These are formal events. So we start these assemblies with our color guard for the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'd now like to welcome our middle school color guard to the podium. Please give them your full attention and respect. And as a reminder, they are going to let you know when to stand. And please remain standing silently until they give you the signal that it is time to be seated.
Would everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors?
Color guard attention. Color guard advance. Guard, return the colors.
Color guard left face. Color guard forward march.
You may be seated.
All right, we need a big round of applause for the color guard. That was the first one of the year. Great job. And you were outstanding as an audience. We're off to such a great start. One more round of applause because I didn't specify it as a thank you. Wait. I got to tell you what it's for first. Is thank you so much to the family members who were able to come out to join us today. Let's give them a big welcome. Okay. So these assemblies are part of our Scholars Academy tradition. They're also an opportunity for us to come together as a whole school and acknowledge our shared set of values. I was at a principals conference yesterday, so I wasn't in the building, and part of the day was focused on culture. The superintendent and deputy superintendent were talking to all the principals about the importance of culture. And I do have to say that I did sit there and say, for myself, I reflected, and I do think culture is something that Scholars Academy does incredibly well. We have a very, very strong culture here. Now, culture is a deep set of values and traditions that's fostered over time. It is not something that you can do just in one day. It's something that you build over time. And we're now here 20 years exactly. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary after this building first opened its doors as the Scholars Academy. And I do want to talk about our culture. Now, at this principals conference, they defined culture as the invisible curriculum that teaches every student how to learn, how to lead, and how to belong. And that resonated with me. I do think culture is something that's a strength for us, and I think that it's really a perfect opportunity now that we're 20 years as a school, that we need to reflect on our culture and what it means. So in this celebration of 20 years, I do want to send a very big thank you and acknowledge our incredible Parent-Teacher Association for their partnership, which allows us to celebrate this momentous occasion through the schoolyard celebration we held a few weeks ago and an upcoming celebration we have at Romaview for alumni, staff, past and present, to come together to celebrate our school and 20 years of our school. The 20-year anniversary was very, very well covered in the Seaside Chronicle, which I believe is going to be published this Friday. But of course, as the principal, one of the perks was I got to read it ahead of time. And I do encourage every single one of you to take time to read this issue, as it does a great job of showing the foundation and vision of Scholars Academy, how we came to be. There is a history of the school, the timeline, and the people that were critical to beginning the school, including Dr. Cashin, who was the then superintendent, Mr. Brian O'Connell, who's the founding principal. The school has only had 2 principals. It started with Mr. O'Connell, and then I took the reins in 2020. And Mr. Willis Perry, who was the founding assistant principal. The vision of these people and the teachers who started the school have helped shape our culture over the years. And we've had tremendous milestones, and we've started to build a legacy. We've had incredible academic achievements. We are one of the top schools in New York City. That is according to all data, including US News and World Report. We have incredible student leadership here. And we have a huge impact on our community. And there's so many ways in which we do that. A big thing that's coming up right now is SNAP benefits are going to be paused with the government. If you want to read about that, we have a partnership with the Campaign for Hunger through our farm that donates food to JASA senior centers and various places within our community to make sure that people don't go hungry. And that's just one example of impact on our community. And our culture has evolved and strengthened over time. I do also have to take a moment when we talk about our school culture. There were a few big defining moments, but one is extra special today. Today is actually the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy. It is the day that Hurricane Sandy hit, and it hit this community incredibly hard. It hit our school incredibly hard. We were probably the most impacted school in all of New York City based on our location. And we were the last New York City public school to reopen the doors after Hurricane Sandy hit because there was so much damage to this school building. So I do think that this is a great opportunity to talk about that. It was a defining moment in our history, a defining moment in shaping our culture. So just so that you understand it, because I am looking at 8th graders, I have to do the math to calculate where were you at that time, and you were very young at that time when Hurricane Sandy hit. Our whole school building was destroyed. So we left the building. We were ready to do a big professional learning the next day, so I left my desk with folders all over it. I was actually working on that with Miss Jessica Hank, who's a high school teacher. We were all ready to have a big intervisitation, and that got frozen in time. Those folders I came back to months later and had to say, wow, this is where our priorities were, because overnight our priorities shifted to finding out where are our students, where are they living. Students had to leave their homes. Most students were impacted where their homes were completely flooded. Many had their houses burned. It was really complete and utter devastation in this community, and our school building was completely flooded. All of our instruments completely ruined. Our gym floor completely ruined. The auditorium completely ruined. We could not come back here. So all of our students and all of our staff, first, I mean, this happened citywide, so there were several days that there was no school. But when they did reopen schools, it was for staff only. The staff met at John Adams High School, and we sat together with staff who had their own homes destroyed, who were living in, all over with family in different places. And our first thing was, let's get in touch with our students, see where they are. Everyone got together and together found buses. We figured out where students were. We got new updated addresses, the temporary addresses of our students. We figured out how to get buses to pick students up from where they were currently relocated. We were the only school in the city that did that. And we were relocated, and we set up a temporary school at PS 13 and William H. Maxwell in Brooklyn, and bused students there. And then seeing students come to school in a completely different place. And PS 13 and Maxwell were incredibly welcoming to us. Maxwell cleared out a whole floor. PS 13, we used their library. We held classes in the auditorium because they were a school. Their own students were there. So they gave us whatever space was available, even if it was in the hallway. And watching our students make the most of that. Watching parents drop their students off with coffee from Dunkin' Donuts for this, faculty that they were, so happy that we could have some kind of normalcy again. There were so many stories from Hurricane Sandy around Thanksgiving. We had a school from Park Slope. We had no connections to them whatsoever, but the principal from that school decided to adopt us, and the parents from that school cooked us Thanksgiving dinner and brought it and served it to us at Thanksgiving. The strength, the compassion, the unity that was shown after the storm was just incredible. And it is part of what has created the culture that we all, celebrate and get to live day in and day out. That culture was born from all of the people who came before us, students, staff. we have staff members here who were students at the time of Sandy, who were the students in charge of putting together donations and creating a store for students, a free store for students to get supplies that they needed in their homes. So that comes back to our culture and how do we represent our culture. And this is the first Outstanding Scholar Assembly, so we do need to come back to what is our culture, what defines our culture. And we do represent it through charge. Charge are the core values that we hold dear here at Scholars Academy. And this first assembly of the year, that is the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy, on the 20th year that we are a school, we do need to reflect on these values. Charge, I do want to say to you, is more than a slogan. It represents who we are as Seawolves, and it is something that I hope will stay with you beyond these years that you spend inside the school building, that stays with you throughout. C is for collaboration, but I put a little asterisk here that today I also feel like it does stand for community. They go together, working together as students, staff, and families. The 20th anniversary planning team, I see staff members sitting with parents and calling in students to help to make sure we're ready to go. I see fans at sporting events. I got to go to a volleyball game, a football game, and a soccer game in just the last few weeks, and seeing the fans that come out that are parents and students at these games cheering on our teams is another way that we show collaboration. Down to high school students in the hallways planning out the Spirit Week board. You guys are 8th graders. We hope you choose to stay and to see that sense of collaboration and community that comes together. And 6th graders working together in groups for their inventions and research. These are all just some examples of where you see collaboration. You'll see many, many more. The H is for hard work. We here have a commitment to excellence, and there's no question about that. We are all type A, from students to staff to parents. We expect the best all the time, and that can be hard, but it is a good thing. There is someone who started Scholars Academy. Her name was Ayaan S. She was one of the first 6th grade teachers, and I know that many of our alumni, our staff, knew her well. And the slogan that she left as a legacy for us is good, better, best. Never rest until your good is better and your better is best. She was very strong on this. It doesn't matter what you achieve, you always need to work hard. We celebrate our excellence, but we don't stop there. We keep working. So whether you're focused on your grades, your sport, your artwork, anything, Seawolves honor the effort and persistence that drive us to success. The A stands for amiability, kindness, friendliness, building positive relationships, creating a welcoming and inclusive environment. This is at the core of our school culture, there's no question. Walking in the morning to smiles and good mornings. When students recognize that someone looks sad or alone, and I do go back, and it's another teacher now who was a student back then, who I remember sitting with a group of friends, and I can remember this crystal clear. They noticed a student was sitting alone with a book, and this staff member, at the time was a student, got up and walked over and said, "Would you like to come sit with us?" And that was in, I think, 10th grade. By 12th grade, they're best friends. They're still best friends to this day. That's from amiability, noticing someone needs a friend and reaching out. And I see that still today. The R is for respect, and this means so many different things, but it's valuing differences, honoring each other's voices. Respect for self, number one. You have to have self-respect for others and for our shared space, for our building. Right now, you are showing how strong that culture is by your unbelievably respectful behavior in this assembly. I don't hear anything, and I can hear things, believe it or not, up here. I don't see or hear any off-task behavior. You are showing your full respect to me as the speaker. You're showing respect when you're actively listening to a peer who's sharing out in the classroom. There was a 6th grader who came up to me after school one day this year in the cafeteria and said, "Excuse me, I don't want to bother you, but I noticed that there's some crumbs on the floor. Could you show me where I could find a broom? I swear, that is respect for the school and doing something about it. The G for grit and growth mindset. Facing challenges with determination, believing in the power of learning and improvement. That soccer game that I was at, there was a softball game years ago that shows that grit and growth mindset. It's not just in the classroom. That soccer game, when I showed up, it was 2-0 starting the second half. With less than 5 minutes left, I was ready to pack up. I said, oh, this is what it is. It was 3-1. There was no chance. They came back and tied, then went into a double overtime and won in a shootout. Talk about grit and growth mindset. Never give up. In Hurricane Sandy, Mr. O'Connell, there's a video of it. One day you might see it. There was a story of him on the school bus. I talked about that devastation, that it hit everybody. And New York City sent a coach bus to come to the school to pick up students at the school and bring them to the other site. But most of Rockaway was honestly pretty much a ghost town, so there were only some students that went on that bus. Who else went on the bus was the founding principal, Mr. O'Connell. That was his way to get to school. And he asked the students, how many of you have heat? And not a single one raised their hand. How many of you have hot water? Not a single one raised their hand. How many of you are ready to go to school? And the whole bus started cheering. That was a story of resilience, of grit, of growth mindset. Don't let challenges stop you. Keep fighting. And the E for empathy. This is so important and critical. It was definitely critical during Sandy, and every single day is empathy. Understanding and caring for others, building a culture of compassion and support. I could use that story with amiability, right, of finding someone and helping them out. Our Go Pink fundraiser. Empathy, knowing that there are people out there facing challenges we don't know about. Doing what we can to support them. So now I ask you to think about these examples that I've given you, and I want you to go and find your own, because we are all living charge today and for the next 20 years. How do you embody charge in your daily life? What are ways in which you embody our Seawolf culture? I want you to carry charge forward, because the culture, if you notice these examples I brought up, the examples were from students just like you that stay with us, that build our legacy, that build our culture. So I want you to imagine the next 20 years of growth and impact and see how you can continue to build our legacy and build our culture. Thank you for the PA, for the staff, for the students, for everyone who's come before us. We have alumni in our audience today that I was excited to see as I walked in. And now we are going to think about how we are celebrating 20 years and counting our culture of strength and unity. I'm going to try this 1 second. Or instead of applause, let me see how good we could get this. I'm going to try it. This is not my forte, but ready? See what? That was pretty good. One more time. See what? See what? That's it. Now you could applaud. Thank you. All right. So these charge values that I spoke about are not just for students. It is an expectation that the adults in our building model these values and work each day to support all of you in developing as the leaders of tomorrow. We are so lucky to have such an incredible staff who are dedicated and hardworking. And one of the ways we show our appreciation for them is by honoring a staff member at each assembly. I'd like all of you to please join me in congratulating Ms. Maria Mazzaferro as our outstanding staff member. Okay, thank you for all that excitement. I'm now going to read a little bit about why Ms. Mazzaferro was chosen. And this is a long time coming. She has been a critical part of our school for a long time. Ms. Mazzaferro exemplifies what it means to be a true team player at Scholars Academy. Always willing to lend a hand, she approaches every task with enthusiasm, precision, and a deep sense of responsibility. Her organizational skills are unmatched. She consistently goes above and beyond to ensure that both students and staff are supported in meaningful ways. One of Ms. Mazzaferro's standout contributions has been her work enhancing the lunchtime soccer pitch experience. Through thoughtful planning and the creation of effective systems, she has transformed this space into a structured, inclusive, and enjoyable environment where students feel safe, supported, and engaged. Her encouraging presence and warm demeanor make her a trusted adult that students naturally gravitate to. Beyond lunchtime, Ms. Mazzaferro is a strong and steady presence during morning arrival and afternoon dismissal. She greets students with positivity and care, helping to set a welcoming tone for the day and ensuring a smooth, respectful end to each afternoon. Her ability to connect with students, foster meaningful relationships, and encourage them to always do their best reflects her deep commitment to their well-being and success. At the start of this school year, Ms. Mazzaferro played a vital role on the technology team, working closely with homeroom teachers, Mr. Davila and Mr. Ruvo. She meticulously organized paperwork, distributed devices, and ensured that students have the tools they need to succeed. Her attention to detail and collaborative spirit made the process smooth and efficient for everyone involved. In the classroom on a daily basis, Ms. Mazzaferro supports and enhances teaching and learning by working with students in small groups, collaborating with colleagues, and lending a helping hand to the 8B teachers. Ms. Mazzaferro never shies away from a challenge and consistently adds tremendous value to every initiative she touches. Her positivity, reliability, and dedication make her an indispensable member of our school community. We are so grateful for all that she does. Congratulations, Ms. Mazzaferro. I just asked Ms. Mazzaferro, we actually also graduated high school together. So I asked her if we're hornets at heart, but really we are both truly sea wolves now. We've left our hornet days behind us. Okay, we are now, thank you, and see this? This shows how she knew exactly what her job was. She's going to stay up here and distribute the pins for our outstanding scholars. The students that you see on the stage in front of you have demonstrated the values that we represent with the acronym CHARGE. Selecting outstanding scholars each marking period is no easy task. Each of you sitting in the audience has certainly demonstrated characteristics of CHARGE during the first marking period. Now is your opportunity to consider how you can further develop these traits during marking period 2. And you will all start now by continuing to demonstrate your amiability and respect while celebrating your outstanding classmates. Our first outstanding scholar is Jocelyn. Come on up, Jocelyn. This outstanding scholar is best known for consistently demonstrating CHARGE behavior and academic drive. Jocelyn demonstrates a composure and maturity that is beyond her years. You can count on her to be consistently calm, cool, and collected. She also participates in classroom conversations, grappling with the complex ideas that we attempt to break down. Additionally, her art teacher notes that she is extremely creative. All in all, her teachers believe that Jocelyn is a great student and look forward to seeing her excel this year. We are so proud to present Jocelyn as Outstanding Scholar. Next up from class 705 is Emma. This outstanding scholar is best known for being studious, polite, and organized in class. Emma comes to school each day prepared to work and do her best. Emma excels in working independently and ensures that all her peers are on task as well. Emma has solidified herself as a dependable and responsible student who is always willing to lend a helping hand. Emma is kind and caring with her classmates and also happens to be an excellent attendance folder monitor. We are so proud to present Emma as Outstanding Scholar. Next up from 706 is Liam. This outstanding scholar is the epitome of cool and hardworking. Liam is a friendly and hardworking seawolf who always brightens the classroom with his positive attitude and energy. He is the student who goes out of his way to help others, whether it's explaining a challenging task, initiating the triad discussion, or holding the door open for someone. Liam has a great way of encouraging shy or timid classmates to engage in conversation by making them feel included and that their opinions are valued. His kindness makes him well-liked by both students and teachers. No matter the task, Liam puts his best effort forth and never gives up until it's done right. We are so proud to present Liam as Outstanding Scholar. So that's a little stretch there. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our 7B Outstanding Scholars. Sorry, we were reassigned. We're good now. So I just want to give a compliment to the audience. You've been absolutely outstanding. That wasn't a 7th inning stretch. It was more of a 3rd inning stretch because now we are going to celebrate all of our 8th grade outstanding scholars, starting with Janaya. Come on up. You can step over and then come forward. This outstanding scholar is best known for her positivity, focus, and the way she brings warmth and energy to the classroom. Janaya is the kind of student who makes teaching truly enjoyable. Janaya's positive attitude has a ripple effect on her classmates. When others see how seriously she takes her work and how she approaches challenges with patience and care, it motivates them to do the same. She helps create a calm, focused learning environment where everyone feels encouraged to participate and try their best. Her kindness and sense of responsibility make her a natural role model, and her teachers deeply appreciate the respect, positivity, and effort she brings to class each day. We are so proud to present Janaya as Outstanding Scholar. And we have 2 Daniels back to back, so I will start with 802. Daniel, come on up. This outstanding scholar is best known for his perseverance and dedication to learning. Daniel consistently demonstrates charged values by staying focused and hardworking, even when faced with setbacks such as technology. He often takes the lead by asking insightful questions that deepen class discussions, which benefit everyone. Daniel's commitment to completing his work with excellence shows his grit and growth mindset. He is respectful and cooperative with peers, always modeling empathy and equity in group settings. Daniel's quiet determination and amiable spirit make him a role model in our school community. We are proud to present Daniel as Outstanding Scholar. And our next Daniel from 803, come on up. This outstanding scholar is an extremely mature and respectful young man. Daniel demonstrates kindness to others with his extraordinary willingness to lend a helping hand to his peers and teachers. This scholar leads by example, consistently displaying active listening, a strong regard for others, and a positive attitude. Daniel has a very strong work ethic and demonstrates pride in his classwork, homework, and assessments. He is always prepared for class, is eager to learn, and willing to contribute to discussion, remaining focused during each and every lesson. He also happens to be fantastic at the gritty? I don't know. We are so proud to present Daniel as Outstanding Scholar. I'm going to have to get more information on that one later. Always learning. I think it was for music class. All right, 8B, we're starting off 804 with Emerson. This outstanding scholar is best known for being responsible, honest, organized, and very respectful. Emerson is a dedicated student who likes to set goals for herself and works hard in order to accomplish them. Friendly, quiet, and self-confident, Emerson is an excellent group leader, taking initiative in all assignments and working consistently to achieve success, whether it's in groups, pairs, or individually. She is highly responsible as well as a dedicated and tolerant student who demonstrates good work ethic and interpersonal skills. We are so proud to present Emerson as Outstanding Scholar. From 805, please welcome up Demetra. This outstanding scholar is best known for being hardworking, focused, and humorous. Demetra is intrinsically motivated and understands the importance of taking responsibility for her academics and striving each day to do her best. She is always willing to help out group members and is thoughtful about her responses, which she shares in class. She embodies the mathematical practice of making sense and persevering in solving problems, in addition to making amazing brownies. We are so proud to present Demetra as Outstanding Scholar. Learning a lot. Next up from 806 is Kyle. This outstanding scholar is best known for being dedicated, diligent, and kind. Each and every day, Kyle enthusiastically engages with his peers in group work and discussions. He is consistently focused on achieving his goals within the classroom and helping his peers in the process. Kyle is warm and welcoming in class, making sure all of his peers are always included. In his coursework, he demonstrates a high level of excellence due to the level of care and attention he dedicates. The scholar is best known for being kind, respectful, and caring to all of his classmates. Julian has consistently proven to be a true... Oh, well, wait. Julian has consistently proven to be a true supporter of his peers and consistently shows up in times of need. His positive attitude and optimistic viewpoint have allowed him to become someone others feel comfortable confiding in and seeking advice from. Never leading with judgment, but understanding and compassion. He embodies qualities that are crucial in creating a safe and supportive school environment and culture. Julian easily serves as a bright spot to anyone's day. We are so proud to present Julian as Outstanding Scholar. So we're going to ask everyone to please give a big round of applause as all of our outstanding scholars stand up. We're going to take a group photo. As close together as possible. Move towards our Daniels. Let's give them one more big round of applause as they exit the stage. Congratulations. Okay. We are going to have, I think, a bell one more time unless they turned it off. We are at the final portion of the assembly. I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath, sit back. Please make sure you are continuing to be respectful. Eyes up front. So we are at the performance portion of the assembly. Families, you're in for a treat if you're able to stay, but if you are rushing back to work, we understand this would be an opportunity for you to exit if you're in a rush, but we do encourage you to stay. Part of our culture is celebrating all of the cultures that make up Scholars Academy. We are one of the most diverse schools in New York City, and we celebrate that because our diversity is our strength. So many of our assemblies are dedicated to honoring various cultures, and this assembly is dedicated to Hispanic heritage as we start off the school year with Hispanic Heritage Month. So we're a little late, but that's okay. We had to give time for our incredible students to put this together. Our students choreograph, prepare this under their incredible advisor, Ms. Blanco. So please give them your full attention and please welcome Ms. Blanco to the stage. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first Hispanic Heritage Month performance of the 25-26 school year. Today we come together under the theme, Honoring the Past, Inspiring the Future. This theme reminds us that by recognizing the history, traditions, and accomplishments of the Hispanic community, we gain the strength and inspiration to build a brighter future for all. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our performers, our artists, our incredible media team, who without them, this show wouldn't be possible. We also like to thank our dedicated staff members like Mr. Racinos, Ms. Smythe, Ms. Vieira, Ms. Tuberty, and Ms. Colleran, and everyone who helped bring this event to life. Through the performances, presentations, and creative displays, you'll see today how we're honoring the past while celebrating the creativity, culture, and unity that continue to shape our future. Please enjoy the show and give a round of applause for our performers.
Hello everyone, my name is Fumi.
And my name is Eden.
And today we'll be your MCs today. Our first act is surrounded by cumbia. Selena's cumbia music embodies the timeless spirit of Latin culture, rooted in joy, love, and community. Her songs honor the traditional rhythms of cumbia while showcasing her own modern style and cross-cultural influence. Through her music, Selena continues to inspire future generations of artists and fans, perfectly reflecting the theme which keeps the heartbeat of Latin music alive across time and borders. Please give it up for the next two acts.
y en mí no encontraste felicidad. Tal vez alguien más te la dará, como la flor, con tanto amor, me dices tú, se marchitó, me marchó y yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele, ay, cómo me duele.
Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I still can't believe that you came up to me and said, I love you too. Now I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow and for all my life, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming with you endlessly.
Wasn't that amazing? Please give them another set of applause. Up next is bachata. Bachata, born in the Dominican Republic, expresses love, heartbreak, and everyday life through its rhythmic guitar and heartfelt vocals. Artists like Teodoro Reyes and Anthony Santos bring depth and emotion to the genre, shaping its signature sound and influence. Their influence helped bachata grow into one of the most meaningful and recognizable styles in Latin music.
Following bachata, we will be hearing Tu by Maye. She's a Venezuelan singer and songwriter. The song, too, shows the deep connection and the timeless feeling that comes with finding true love. This song is a blend of pop with influences like bossa nova, soft guitar and soft drum in the background, and bolero, romantic Latin music. Through this blend, it is how she honors and modernizes traditional Latin music. Please give a round of applause for our next two acts, you guys.
Que dice un solo beso hace que se rinda el universo, como hacen los dioses al caer la noche. Donde que licores y no hay apuro. Es que cada vez que estamos juntas, el tiempo se detiene y desaparece. Y tú me das todo lo demás. Yo quiero estar donde tú estás, amor, eres tú. Solo tú. Y tú me das todo lo demás. Yo quiero estar donde tú estás, amor, eres tú. Ninguno como tú. Ya no me hace nada más. Y lo más difícil de encontrar, lo encontré contigo. Ya no te falta nada más. Si lo más difícil encontrar, lo encontré contigo y nadie más.
Let's make some noise, Sea Wolves. Give it up. Up next, we have La Llorona. This is a song deeply rooted in Mexican folklore, telling a timeless story of love, loss, and remembrance. This song bridges generations, honoring ancestral stories while inspiring new interpretations. This song celebrates those who came before us and show how their stories can inspire strength and connection for the future. Following La Llorona, we have Zapateo and Quebradita dance mix. Zapateo is a traditional Mexican dance that originated during the colonial period, combining Spanish, indigenous, and African influences that features strong rhythmic footwork that adds to the music.
Quebradita, on the other hand, is a more modern dance style that began in the 1990s in northern Mexico and the southwestern United States. It mixes traditional banda and norteño music with modern energetic rhythms along with fast footwork, spins, and acrobatic moves performed by partners. Zapateos helped give inspiration for other types of dances in Mexico like quebradita, showing how traditional styles can evolve and become newer fun dances. Let's give it up for the next performance.
Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de azul celeste. Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de azul celeste. Aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Aunque la vida me cueste, no dejaré de quererte. No creas que porque canto llorona tengo el corazón alegre. No creas que porque canto llorona tengo el corazón alegre. También de dolor se canta llorona cuando llorar ya no se puede. También de dolor se canta llorona cuando llorar ya no se puede.
last performance, guys. Yo.
Our next performance is Merengue and Typical. Merengue and typical music are vibrant expressions of Dominican culture filled with energy, rhythm, and joy. Their lively beats bring people together to dance, celebrate, and share pride in Hispanic heritage. These sounds continue to inspire new generations while honoring the roots of their rich musical history.
Today you will hear a merengue cover of Amor by Christian Castro, which was released by an up-and-coming artist at the time named Xavier El Nuevo, feeling in the late 1990s. This song is about the feeling of regret after failing at love and the yearning for a second chance at love. Christian Castro no doubt had a mass influence in the music industry and inspired many artists to pursue music even to this day.
Let's give a round of applause for our next acts, guys.
Amor como el cielo se fue muriendo, negro amor, como siento haber bebido tu calor y con el viento
Se va apagando la ilusión.
que llevo dentro y ahora es el momento, por eso me lamento.
Hoy solo me encuentro yo hoy he vuelto a recordar todo lo que pude amar. Y si puedes esperar, escucha. He venido a suplicar, a pedirte una vez más que me des otra oportunidad. He venido desde allá
A decirte la verdad, que sin ti ya no puedo volar.
Ay, amor. Ay, amor, amor, amor.
Let's show that last performance some love, guys. Give it up.
Up next, we have salsa. This modern salsa track by Bad Bunny blends traditional Latin rhythms with a fresh, contemporary twist. It celebrates the roots of salsa, a genre deeply tied to Latin heritage and cultural pride, while reimagining it for a new generation.
The song connects to the theme by preserving the energy and passion of classic salsa, yet introducing new sounds and perspectives that keep the tradition alive and evolving. Give it up for salsa, everybody.
All right, hope you have enjoyed the show so far. To culminate this performance, students will perform a classic salsa that never gets old, La Vida es un Carnaval, by Celia Cruz, which translates Life is a Carnival. This song is one of Celia's signature songs for its uplifting and beautiful lyrics. We want to end this show with the theme of this song. Life is meant to be celebrated without worrying about the little things. No matter what struggles comes our way, there's always a reason to smile, dance, and live life to happiness, as if life was a carnival. Please enjoy the finale.
Todo aquel que piensa que la vida es desigual tiene que saber que no es así, que la vida es una hermosura, hay que vivirla.
Todo aquel que piense que está solo y que está mal, tiene que saber que no es así, que la vida es una solo, siempre alguien.
Ay, no hay que llorar, que la vida es un carnaval, es más bello vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, que la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando. Ay, no hay que llorar, que la vida es un carnaval y los bellos vivir cantando. Oh, ay, no hay que llorar, que la vida es un carnaval y las penas se van cantando.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fasayo, and I'm our student body president.
And my name is Maximilian. I'm your student body vice president.
Can we get one more round of applause for our amazing performers? This year's theme was honoring the past and inspiring the future.
And our CWOs did this by showcasing how Latino culture can be showcased with between the past and the present.
If you like this performance, please stay tuned for our various cultural performances that are coming up. We have Black History Month in February and Multicultural Night in the spring.
Also, we have other non-cultural celebrations like the spring concert and the winter concert.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for celebrating Hispanic heritage with us.
I am sorry to say that concludes our assembly. Thank you so much for our families that are here. Families and outstanding scholars, you guys could reunite with one another. If you would like to take photos with your outstanding scholar in front of the stage, you may do so at this time. We're now going to start to transition to our classrooms for 8th grade and 7B. Between Mr. Scorsha and Dr. Goldfarb, whoever has the class located closest to the back, can you exit first through the back doors? And then Goldfarb to follow. And Miss Cox, is it? Miss Cox and